Spencer is sometimes credited for the social Darwinist model that applied the law of the survival of the fittest to society. This interpretation has its primary source in Richard Hofstadter's Social Darwinism in American Thought, which is frequently cited in the secondary literature as an authoritative account of the synthetic philosophy. Spencer argued that both these theories were partial accounts of the truth. Repeated associations of ideas were embodied in the formation of specific strands of brain tissue, and these could be passed from one generation to the next by means of the Lamarckian mechanism used inheritance. The psychology, as he modestly believed, would do for the human mind what Isaac Newton had done for matter. However, the book was not initially successful, and the last of 251 copies of its first edition was not sold until June 1861. By the 1880s, he was denouncing the new Toryism, that is the Liberal Party's social reformist wing, to some extent hostile to Prime Minister William Ewart Gladstone. This faction of the Liberal Party Spencer compared to the interventionist Toryism of such people as the former Conservative Party Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli. In The Man vs. the State in 1884, he attacked Gladstone and the Liberal Party for losing its proper mission, and instead promoting paternalist social legislation. Spencer also denounced Irish land reform, compulsory education, laws to regulate safety at work, prohibition and temperance laws, tax-funded libraries, and welfare reforms. His main objections were threefold: the use of the coercive powers of the government, the discouragement given to voluntary self-improvement, and the disregard of the laws of life. The reforms were tantamount to socialism, which he said was about the same as slavery in terms of limiting human freedom. Spencer vehemently attacked the widespread enthusiasm for annexation of colonies and imperial expansion, which subverted all the things he had predicted about evolutionary progress, from militant to industrial societies and states. Spencer anticipated many of the analytical standpoints of later libertarian theorists such as Friedrich Hayek, especially in his Law of Equal Liberty, his insistence on the limits to predictive knowledge, his model of spontaneous social order, and his warnings about the unintended consequences of collectivist social reforms.